Boom, hey folks, how's it going? What? Oh, I can hear myself. Where am I coming up? Must be on one of the 1, 2. Where am I coming up? Hey, thanks for the hearts. Hey, Chad. Where is that sound coming out of? Am I listening to myself through... through there, of course. Right, let's kill that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent, there it is. Killed it. Killed it. That was the Projectonix. It was pushing the audio as well as the video. So I was listening to the audio output back through. Yeah, there's a bit of a feedback there. It's good to know. That's how the laptop is working right now. Why is the game? Oh yeah, the game's still loading. How's it going, Shad? It's good to see you, dude. Hope you've had a good Wednesday. Oh, there's the game loading. Playing some Stardew Valley with Jeffrey, Lisa, and Nix again. Oh, yeah, mine's still loading up. Yeah, I've gone back to splitting out Glimish. So Glimish is being streamed by my laptop, and everything else is being streamed by my computer. So I'm passing the stream from my computer to my laptop, and the laptop is passing it onto Glimish. And it seems to be okay. We'll find out. But I will substitute my laptop for that second PC I'm tinkering with. Been on the run all morning. Ooh, very busy day then. Hopefully, is good stuff like errands or yeah. Who you been on the run from? Who do you owe money? Yeah, it's been quite a quiet day for me. It's been a little bit of boring. Been stuck on hold with one of our suppliers for a total of 3 hours. So I gave up in the end. So they're not picking the phone up. There's only so much you can take of a 30 seconds of music followed by, I'm sorry, all our operators are busy right now. Please hold the line. Someone will come to you as soon as possible. So that was fun. Hopefully I can get through to them. They're basically in charge of our payroll, which means potentially people won't get paid unless they answer the phone. Getting ready for tomorrow, getting gas, milk and some gummies. Ooh. What's tomorrow? I have to apologise if I've not seen. If you've posted in B's Discord, I might have skimmed past that one. What are you up to? That's the essentials there, isn't it? Gas, milk and gummies. Still losing Stardew. Thanksgiving. Yeah, I knew Thanksgiving was soon, but of course, because it's not on anyone's calendar outside of the US, it's easily forgotten. That's cool. You're going to have a lot of family coming over for Thanksgiving? Or are you going to family? You're travelling to them? I know some people in the UK have like a Friendsgiving equivalent. So they say, okay, let's have a few people together and celebrate a Thanksgiving kind of thing, but on our own terms. So as a borrowed holiday. Travelling one state over. Ooh. So that's a little bit of a distance, but I suppose it's worth it to see people. As long as you want to see everyone there. I'm not sure if it's It's a typical scenario where you kind of you want to see most people, but there's one or two members of the family you're not too sure about, but you kind of put up with them just for Thanksgiving. Hopefully there isn't any of those. We basically have those at Christmas. We always have one member of family over for Christmas, or you go and visit a family and go, don't really like this person, but we'll be civil. No? That's good. That's fair. At least you're not kind of you're not lying at all. You go, okay, we don't like you, you don't come, kind of thing. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, this year's been a bad one for funerals. Well, for a few people close to me, there's a few going on. No. I don't know anyone, to be honest, personally. Uh, oh wow. Hmm. Such as may stay home myself. Not sure I can handle the holidays without my brother just yet. Sorry to bring you down a bit heavy. Oh, that's okay, Chad. That's got to be pretty hard for you. That's Christmas time is the sort of the worst for that, because you always, if you never see him at any other point in the year, sort of the holidays is when you would see him. So hopefully you can still have a happy time and sort of around the people you do have around you. But yeah, you do what makes you happy. That's the whole point of the holidays. It's about happiness and enjoying itself. Hmm? Oh yeah, these days it's about sort of spending money and having things. But there is still some of the old spirit in there of making others happy. Is everyone else loaded in yet? Am I just the only one? Okay. Oh, okay. Smappy's just kicking something into gear now. Just gotta watch Harry Potter movies. It was our thing on Thanksgiving. Oh, that's oh, okay. I have a blank screen. Oh, no, there is something very faint there. Something very faint. It's trying to load it. It's got an essence of the game. It's not quite a full game yet. Watching Harry Potter in memory of your brother is an awesome activity. Okay, it's nearly there. Come on, game. Just that one last push. Just bring it forwards. Come towards the light. You can do it, game. Come on. Hey, I'm in. Fully in there. You have any favourite Harry Potter films, Chad, or do you tend to watch them all one after the other? Oh, it took me to... Nope. No. Yeah. Oh, Pierre is selling extra stuff. Oh, Picasso. It took me until 6 PM in the game to get loaded. I'm in now, yeah. Oh wow! I need to upgrade my watering can if that's what you can do. I don't know what I've got I can fill actually. Did I buy? I'm sure I bought something. Hang on. No, I didn't buy seeds. Okay. Yeah, I have to buy some tomorrow. Yeah, I didn't load into the game until after 5. Okay. Right. That's a good point. Okay, thank you. True. Oh, a lot of source to play from. Love Goblet of Fire. Love dragons. I love dragons as well, Chad. It's level 1 sword. Let's go with that. Oops. Oh, I can go back to bed again. That's what happens when you wake up late. No point in doing anything. Oh wow, nice one. Oh wow. Did you get a few games of it? Oh. Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's strange, in comparison, I've seen like offers on the Xbox Series S, like the cheaper Xbox. That's been put down to £190 special offer at the moment, which is pretty cheap for an Xbox. £190 for the one without the disc. So if you've got like a okay. Yeah, I thought about getting a PS5, but until I'm using my PS4 more, then there's no point buying PS5. Yeah, that's what gets me to upgrades. Like I bought the PS4 because those games I couldn't play, and I bought the Xbox One because those games I couldn't play on the Xbox 360. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm going to buy a new console, is if there's a game I can't play otherwise. But fortunately, most games I want to play are on PC or Nintendo Switch. And there's nothing really coming out on the consoles I want to play. There's a few Sony ones, like the Horizon series, but I think that might be on PC as well. I think... yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, some interesting looking creatures in Horizon. Let's go to the shop, get some seeds. Yeah, first one. Oh, cool. I just realised no one can hear you on my stream. There you go. Unmuted the Discord.
No one can hear me?
No, no one could hear you. I just unmuted, you know.
Sometimes for the better.
Hello, I was just checking this old garden space. Ooh, we've got a garden. Used to be a community garden before we relocated near the library. No one's taken care of the field. It's been seen better days. Same as first thing travellers from Grampleton see when they visit Pelican Town.
Umid mainly bought it because his PC is getting like outdated and he can't play the new games anymore.
Right, yeah, that's fair enough. That's
And PS5 is cheaper than a new gaming PC, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I so before I upgraded this PC to be a proper gaming PC, I was reliant on the Xbox to play all my games. And then I upgraded the PC for streaming and gaming, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I can actually play all these games now. I don't need to buy a console version. Oh, it's Wednesday. It's closed. Can't go to the shop.
I can check if I have some seeds left for you.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you. Yeah, I should have bought some seeds last time.
I have 50 cauliflower seeds in my orange crate near the furnaces. You can have them all.
Oh, thank you. I'll go and grab those.
What animals do we all have?
Cows, ducks, chickens, goats, and a dinosaur.
Cool.
Let's there the ground seems to be disappearing a bit.
Also, guys, try to find 12 leeks altogether.
12 leeks. Okie dokie.
I'm gonna buy myself my own animals too.
Nice.
Let's get these cauliflower watered. I was very kindly supplied with a copy of the latest Pokemon game this week. That's been
You have one?
yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So I went for the Scarlet one, the red one.
I've never played a Pokemon in my life.
Oh. It's kind of like a sort of watered down RPG, I suppose. It's kind of like a RPG light.
Yeah,
So-
but that's. I was 18 when I started to like turn-based. Up until then, I hated turn-based. So,
Hmm.
and Pokemon is something I feel like a lot of people um, like learn to play when they're children.
Yeah. It's because it followed on from games like Final Fantasy, where you're wandering around and you find a battle, and you fight the monsters and creatures turn-based. It's just kind of made it a little bit more cuddly and friendly compared to the likes of Final Fantasy.
I had like this jailbreak Nintendo, like the first DS.
Hmm.
I had Pokemon Diamond on it, and I may have played like 30 minutes of it, but I never played it.
Okay.
And now I think I would really enjoy it, but it just wasn't my thing as a child.
No, I think a lot more adults are playing Pokemon because they certainly the ones that grew up with it. Because I was playing the original Pokemon on the Game Boy Color, and so yeah, you don't just stop playing a game as you get older.
Final Fantasy is what got me into turn-based, I think.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a great series of games. Sort of lots of story to uncover.
I mean, like, I never played Final Fantasy until I was 18 because of that.
Hmm.
Uh,
So, oh, tree.
then I played my first Final Fantasy. It was 13, back then one of the newest.
Yeah.
Generally not seen as one of the better ones. A lot of people hate it, but I just loved it. And I think
Yeah.
within a year I played all the others.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I played 7, 8, 9. I didn't really play any more beyond that, but I've seen my brother play all the others. He actually went. My brother went down to London a couple of months ago to see a live orchestra play music from a selection of the games.
Oh, well.
He said that was really epic to kind of sit there in the audience and like a full kind of orchestral piece playing from the games you used to play when you were younger.
My guitar teacher went to that concert he went to Paris and to Amsterdam.
Oh, cool.
And I had the same thing, but with Zelda.
Hmm. Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then my first Final Fantasy was 13, and then 13-2 was already out, so I played 13-2.
Hmm.
Because there's 3 parts of 13, but the third part wasn't out yet.
Right. Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, what's the best one according to the internet?
Yeah.
Oh, that was 7.
Yeah.
So I bought 7, the PS1 version,
Yeah.
and played it on my PlayStation 3 because it's backwards compatible.
Oh, yeah.
Back then it was.
Hmm.
Then I played 10.
Yep.
No, I played 7, then I played 9.
Okay. I like
It doesn't. The Final Fantasy doesn't matter which ones you play, you know.
Each of them their own story. It's only if it's like 10-2.
No, 13-2.
Yeah.
Then I played those. Then I played 9. 9 is great.
Yeah, I like 9. It's quite fun. I like the characters in 9.
Fifi's my fave.
Hmm.
And then I played 8.
Hmm.
Then I played 10. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, then I played 10, which was awesome. Then I played Type 0 because that one was only released in Japan on PSP, but they made a remake for PS4.
Right. I don't think I've even seen that one.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's different in like you like Final Fantasy is mostly like a smaller group, right? 4 to like 8 people.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is about a classroom doing the adventure. So you literally play as like I think 20 or 21 characters,
Oh, wow.
all wearing the same school uniform.
Yeah. That's cool.
Uh,
Yeah, because
And
normally,
it's a,
you only got a small selection, small group to play with.
yeah, it's still I think 4 characters in the field, but there's a lot of main characters compared to let's say 7, you know?
Yeah. Oh, might have to look into that.
Yeah, it's a nice one. I have it on PS4.
Hmm.
I can't really borrow it to you because there's an ocean.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine it being too expensive right now. I mean, I think it's 8 years old.
Yeah, there's bound to be a cheap copy somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. That one's great. And then I played 15. And did you ever play Kingdom Hearts?
Yes, I love Kingdom Hearts.
I hated Kingdom Hearts when I started Final Fantasy because what could be cool about Disney characters?
Hmm.
And then I tried it, and since then it's just one of the best things ever.
Yeah, it's something about playing turn-based combat with Disney characters that's quite appealing.
Yeah.
But the stories are good as well, and you get to see all the different Disney characters across different worlds and stuff.
I mean, the story it's very complex and really good.
Hmm.
I love Kingdom Hearts. Did you play them all?
No, I've only played the first one, but I want to get like the collection and play through them all.
I played through them all except the one on DS.
Right,
I watched the story of that one to understand. I didn't own that one.
right, yeah. Yeah, I keep looking for deals on those, so they're still quite expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But then it just shows how good the games are. If it still costs a bit of money to buy.
Do you like the Tales of series?
Which one? Sorry.
Tales of is also like a Japanese RPG series, like Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Zestiria.
Don't think I've ever seen those.
They're quite famous. There's a lot of games, and they all start with Tales of. So Tales of Symphonia, you have Tales of the Abyss, Tales of Graces, and there's like millions. No, not millions, but like I think at least 20 titles.
Yeah. Okay.
And East is amazing.
Hmm.
YS East.
Okay.
I never heard of that. Also a big, very big series.
Oh, yeah.
And Lisa bought it as a surprise for me.
Ah.
And I never heard of it. So I just
Ah.
went in completely blank, and it was amazing. It was very good.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I never really looked into the sort of Japanese RPG games beyond like Final Fantasy and those the more known titles. But I know there's loads out there.
Yeah, not all are not all are good, but there was a time on like when I was like 18, 19, when I got into Final Fantasy. It was around the same time I got really into like anime.
Okay.
Like in like a maybe I was a bit younger, but like I always liked it, but there was a point it became cringe.
Right.
And at that point, if there was a PS3 or PS4 game or a Wii game with a anime character on it, I would buy it.
Right. Yeah.
And not all of them were good games. Not all RPGs were great, but I did discover a lot of ones I love, like Tales of. I loved it, and I mean, I think I liked every Final Fantasy I played.
Yeah.
I think. Let me think. 15 was a bit weird, but I enjoyed myself. That's all that matters, I guess.
Yeah, as long as you enjoy them.
I played 14 for that a while too, like the MMO from Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I think I looked at those and feel I sort of can't get into any more MMOs after playing World of Warcraft.
I mean, you or me?
Me. I sort of
Yeah.
it's like that. No, sort of. I played every MMO I play. I just don't stop playing.
Yeah, it's dangerous for me.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think I can get into World of Warcraft again. It changed a lot.
Yeah.
It's not the game I used to love.
Yeah.
I mean, we got WoW Classic now, but
But then even WoW Classic is moving on to the later stages again. I think they up to what's the Frost one with Arthas? Frozen. They've got all the way up to the expansion with like Frozen. Is it Frozen Throne?
what did the Lich King at the
Lich King,
Frozen-
that's it. Yes, Wrath of the Lich King. So yeah,
That-
WoW Classic is up to Wrath of the Lich King now.
Honestly, that's when I loved the game most, I think. And then Cataclysm came out, and it was still okay. And
Yeah.
then they lost. Then they lost themselves.
Yeah, I played Cataclysm and I just stopped after that.
Same. I never bought Mr. Pandaria,
No,
and I can't even name the ones after that. I wouldn't know.
no idea. I was very tempted by the Kung Fu Pandas, but I thought
They,
no.
but the thing with me was I was finally doing okay in school, and I stopped playing, and I just didn't miss it.
Yeah,
And the only time I was like, I made like a new friend who was still into World of Warcraft, and he told me, and I was like, maybe I'm gonna try again.
yeah,
And then he told me this was around the time when you could decide, have the choice to start your character at level 1, like we did, or start at max level.
yeah. Have a boost up to the high level.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, I've grinded these games for years, and now there's an option to do start at the end to prove. Yeah, but it's because new players don't have to grind to play with their friends who played for 10 years. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, but that's not how you play it, in my opinion.
no,
And then I was like, I don't like what they're doing.
yeah. I mean, it's basically to get people all the way up to the latest content very quickly. So you go, okay, now you're there, buy the next one.
Yeah. And I didn't like that, so then the whole concept was.
Yeah. I did use that feature to kind of like make a second characters and stuff like. So okay, I've done all the grindy stuff on my other characters. I'll make another character. with
Then
this
you
spec.
did play after Cataclysm, because in my times you didn't have that feature.
Okay.
No, I'm sure you didn't have that back then.
Oh, I think it was part of Mr. Pandaria, but I played like a trial, I think. Yeah, so I had like a 2-week trial of Mr. Pandaria or a month or something. So okay, I'll try a month of the trial of it, and then I went nah. Because they had like the werewolves, didn't they? The is it the Worgans?
That's Cataclysm.
Okay, that's Cataclysm. Okay,
Cataclysm added those and the goblins.
right, yes.
Oh, someone told me he can't hear me.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe that's for the better. Let me check. Oh, I muted everything.
Oh dear, this whole time. I hate that. Yeah, if someone
Yes.
comes into your stream about an hour after you start and go, "Oh yeah, I can't hear you." Oh,
The
thank you.
thing is, when I still was a Twitch streamer.
Hmm.
Wait, I'll tell you in a second. I need to fix this. Yes. Ha. Can you say something, Paul, or Nix?
Hello, hello.
Okay, yeah. Now everything's fixed.
Cool, cool.
Thank you, Mayan. I'm sorry. I was just after your message. I was telling my friend Paul, who's streaming on Grimash too,
Hello.
as Hug Junkie. Let me that when I still streamed on Twitch, I once mute. I had sounds for like everything game and the friends I was playing with, except myself. I only muted myself. And my viewers literally didn't really mind, and I thought I was just very focused and listening to what my friends were saying during
Nice.
like planning. We were playing Warzone,
Okay.
and no one really thought anything of it, and just maybe found the stream more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Not hearing me.
Yeah. Some people like no talking streams.
Yeah, I don't like that. Also, I hate hate is a big word. I hate no talking stream.
Yeah.
Unless I need game advice.
Hmm.
Like when I want want to see how like I'm stuck in a certain game, like story-based game, and I give up after a week and I want to see how someone does it. I want the person to shut up and just play.
Yeah.
Don't want to hear their opinion about the game.
Yeah. You just want to watch the stream for the game and not the streamer, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's the point.
And I personally hate it when there's no webcam. It's just
Yeah.
impersonal, you know.
Yeah. I suppose if you're gonna have no webcam,
I don't mind no webcam, but at least do VTuber or PNG tuber. I don't like just a game screen. That's
yeah.
me.
Yeah. I suppose it's quite low effort, really, isn't it? But it's like, well, you just
Yeah, it's fun. Enjoy your lurk.
Yeah, it feels like low effort, and then I feel like I can also watch some game videos on YouTube, you know?
yeah. You're not really getting a personal experience from that stream. It's just the gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What can you do?
Yeah. So even when I'm sort of not feeling the camera, I'll put the PNG up and say, okay, this is who you're listening to. It's a picture of me, and sort of you get an idea of who's talking.
Yeah. But there's still some. There's like you made a choice to do something,
Yeah.
and like everyone can like on, PS4 you have an option go live, and you can like link it to your Twitch.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah. It's just, in my opinion, it's lazy, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's what who is going to watch your stream over someone else's stream if it's just the basics? So you have to put something, a bit of your personality into it. Go, well, make your stream stand out, make it worth watching rather than someone else's stream.
I should stream more. I only stream with you now. I used to stream on my own.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. Well, I know why I quit Twitch, but I don't know why I quit Glimmers. I never had any bad things there.
It takes a lot of kind of. There's a bit of effort and energy involved with streaming, and sometimes you just don't have that energy.
That's true.
There's a few days it's all right. I don't have the energy to stream. It's like, well, I'll see if I can get the energy. And I'll not necessarily force myself to stream, but try and put myself in a better mood and go, okay, I'll go and play a game I like, and I'll talk to people I like, and that'll give me the energy.
I mean, streaming is a learning process when you start, you know. I in my opinion. And I remember being on Twitch. On Twitch, when I was still on Twitch, I streamed 3 or 4 times a week. And I at some point I was like, okay, it's Wednesday, so I need to. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. I need to stream, and because I have a schedule.
Yeah.
Put up on Twitch, and then I would stream it, while not having fun doing it myself. And I would notice no one staying around, talking.
Yeah.
People notice when you're in a bad mood.
Yeah. In a lot of cases, it's better not to stream if you not have the mood, not in a good mood, because the viewers see that and go, well, this guy's a bit down. I don't want to watch this.
Yeah. The lights broke at my desk, so I'm very dark at the moment. I'm blemished.
Yeah, you could put like a little light underneath you and make it look spooky.
Yeah. When I'm in game screen of Stardew, it's okay, but I need to replace the light bulb.
Yeah, I need to sort of change my lighting around a little bit. I've literally just got like a little LED ring light clipped onto the side of my set of drawers in front of me.
I will get one for Christmas from my mother. In Britain, do you have Lidl or Lidl?
Lidl, yeah.
German.
Yeah, we have Lidl and Aldi. Of the two brothers.
Yeah, we have both. The Lidl sold LED rings, with RGB and stuff for like 15 euros.
Oh.
And my mother saw it, and she asked if I wanted it for Christmas. So I was like, sure.
Oh, nice.
I sometimes have strange things, like I even bought some nice. I'm not getting those for Christmas too, but I even my mother found the LED light and some vinyls from bands I like in the Lidl.
Oh wow! I've never seen music in there.
Oh, there's lots where we live. Lots of weird stuff, art supplies.
Oh yeah, we'll get. You'll get like supplies, power tools, kitchen appliances, things for dogs, and sort of toys. I've never seen music though. Never seen anything like that.
Yeah, I've seen more like. This was even stuff I like Dream Theater and stuff that I quite like. But I think, this was special. But I think, on like a regular basis, you can find like the artists that are only popular in my country, like local music. It's not that strange to find.
Well, that's cool.
Frans Bauer, René Vlogen. Oh, nice. I'm gonna upgrade my watering can to gold because there's storm approaching. Does someone have 2 gold bars left over? You will get 2 back, but it will save me time.
I'm not sure if I have, but you can look.
I might have. Not sure where I put them.
I'll check, and you will get you will get back tomorrow.
Iron bar.
Any gold? Yeah, it's good. Like, I don't exactly know what I'm getting from Lisa, but all she's told me that there's a lot of vinyl there. And also for my birthday, and then it's Christmas, and there's also vinyl, and my mother got me 2 vinyl, so
Cool.
We got a team going on.
Yeah, my whole Christmas I'm gonna like almost like double my final collection. I feel like.
Nice. I got some gold bars in my purple chest if you need them.
Cool. You have at least 2 or?
Yeah, I got a few in there.
Okay, I'll take 2 and you will get them back this evening.
Okay.
Because mine are in the furnaces and
Ah,
I won't be in time for the like. Because he closes at 4. He's lazy.
hmm.
And another word we're not gonna say on stream.
And we're not on Twitch. You can say simp.
Yeah, but Paul is also streaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
Who likes Twitch anyway? It'd be better for him to be banned there and only continue it. Nah, you got your Twitch following. That's good.
Yeah. That's it. So I thought about sort of just picking like 1 or 2 platforms, but then I honestly have big supporters on all of them. So if I don't want to kind of force anyone to move.
Well, when I watch you lately, I see the least activity I take on D Live.
Yeah, D Live's very quiet. At one stage I was getting like front page on D Live quite often.
Yeah, I remember that, but like last couple of weeks, I see some Facebook matches, I see some YouTube, I see some Twitch, I see some Glee but D Live's a bit quiet.
Yeah, unless I get front page on D Live, I don't get anybody. I think the last person was Gelbean, and she's moving to Glimish anyway. So she was streaming. Oh, she's still streaming now, I think. Yeah, I've got her page up.
Check. Gaming?
Yeah. Well, she stopped. No, she's actually gone offline. So Gelbean. So yeah, she was in gaming. So I'll post a link into the chat.
Yeah, when you do that.
It's really cool. She's very supportive of. Come on. There you go. So
Yeah, I saved the link and. This is an anime profile pic.
Hmm. Yeah,
Same
it's
as me.
yeah, it's I think it's a drawing of her. Like if you compare it to, I can see that the last picture of her on stream before she stopped streaming. And it looks very similar
nice.
to her.
Where did you find it, Nick?
So in the forest area, where the maze of the fallen pillars are,
Oh yeah.
Link.
that little shrine area.
Oh, well done.
Vanilla.
Ja.
Oh, die heb ik al gedaan.
Mhm.
Yeah. Nice. That's old man cannoli. What did it taste like? Or what did it remind you of? What did it say?
It said coffee.
Coffee.
Fine. I got some nice thrift store finds, by the way, yesterday.
Oh, cool. What'd you get?
I found this old science fiction comic, and it's got gigantic, and it's about science fiction stuff from like I think it's 80s.
Okay.
And anything old science fiction, retro science fiction I like, so I just bought it, and it was 90 cents.
Cool.
I found like a mint condition copy of Hybrid Theory from Linkin Park.
Oh, cool. I've got a copy of that somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't have yet, so I was very happy. It was 90 cents.
Yeah, bargain.
21st Century Breakdown from Green Day, which I also didn't own yet.
Hmm.
A CD from Heart. I don't know which one. It's not a favorite of mine, but for 90 cents, it goes. No, I'll take it home
Yeah.
because I love Heart.
Yeah.
You like Heart?
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't listen to them very often, but when I hear them, I'm like, oh yeah, I like those.
You got your gold bars back?
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you.
And thank you for watering as well, Lisa.
No problem.
You did your watering can.
No, I've not done my watering can yet.
You can tomorrow, I think.
Okay.
There's a storm coming, so. Do you have bronze bars or copper bars?
I think I've got some copper somewhere. Let's have a look.
I have no water.
You need
Oh.
5 copper bars.
Copper. I've got 4 copper. I need to get more copper. I got copper ore though. Got 7 copper ore.
Just
I
put.
can probably make you some copper bars.
You need 5 copper ore and the coal to make your last bar. You need 5
Okay.
bars.
I have 2 bars and I can make a lot of them, so.
Yeah.
I'll smelt what copper I've got here as well.
I also found a CD by Hayley Westenra. I don't know if you know her.
No, don't think I do.
It's a, I think, girl from New Zealand. A woman now, but back then she was quite young. Like
Yeah.
18. That sings like old folk songs and do you know that vocal group Celtic Woman?
No, I don't actually.
I mean, you can probably like guess what kind of
Yeah.
music you make with that name.
Hmm.
And yeah, I think she's a great vocalist, and it's not something I follow her or anything. But when you see a CD for 90 cents, it's fun to take home.
Yeah, I gave you some copper bars.
Oh, thank you very much.
Green Day, Linkin Park, Haley Western, Hard as 4, and I found an Evanescence CD
Oh.
I used to own, and but I didn't like symphonic metal back then. I was only into like black metal and deathcore.
Right.
When I was 14, and I gave it away to someone who was a fan. And years later, I regretted giving it away.
Ah.
And I found it, and it's in a better condition than the one I already owned back then. So I'm happy.
Bonus.
I have it back, and I found a CD with which is basically it is literally 71 minutes of recordings of military aviation. So planes and helicopters just like flying through the sky, and it's 71 minutes of just plane noises.
Right.
And yeah, I just couldn't leave that.
Yeah, that's quite a unique find.
I mean, we're not even talking euros here; it's cents. So
Yeah.
oh, and I also found a game, Magnovatoria or something. It's an old horror game. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's like from 92 or 94.
Right.
So, but I saw it was some like mint conditions were going for quite some money online, so I just took it.
Oh. Yeah, those kind of things are worth picking up. Yeah, even if you don't necessarily like it as much, you think, well, it could be useful.
Yeah, but like the thrift store didn't know it was a game that's worth something because it's these really old PC games. They were just in jewel cases,
Oh yeah, yeah.
So they just put it in the rock part of music because the logo seemed a bit scary. They thought it was a CD, so they sold it as a 90 cents. So
Nice.
it's nice. Yeah, I don't mind. It's an old point-and-click horror game, so
Oh, cool.
yeah, I like it having it in my collection. I think I have it on my desk. Phantasmagoria.
Okay.
It's for Sierra. What else Sierra? Sierra. That's not Mac, right?
Uh,
Yeah, that's O Sierra. And that's not from 94.
okay.
Sierra.
Yeah, it's not ringing any bells.
I wouldn't know. I can't find anything on the internet from, but it literally says Sierra Advent. I think it's just a company name from the 90s.
Ah, probably.
System requirements. 16 MB of
Megabytes.
hardware space.
Okay.
It literally says a mouse.
Yeah.
At least Windows 95.
Hmm.
Pendulum 75 or faster. I don't even know what it is.
Okay, yeah.
12 MBs of RAM. And a screen that supports 640 times 480.
So
And has
640.
256 colors.
Wow.
I think it's been a long time since I had a game ask me if my monitor has colors.
Yeah. So I remember the old game said, well, you need a mouse to play this game, so make sure you have a mouse. And
just
make sure your
tuned
screen
me
is
up.
colour.
Good old days.
Hmm.
And 16 MB RAM was
Oh yeah.
something.
Yeah. I remember when RAM used to be in megabytes, not gigabytes. Same with hard
Remember.
drives. For a doorstop to keep my door open, I have a hard drive on my floor, and that is a 30 megabyte hard drive.
USB sticks being 256 MB.
Hmm.
And that was okay back then.
Yeah. You can get a few files on there.
The PlayStation 2 memory card we talked about earlier.
Yeah, earlier today we were talking about when we still played PlayStation 2, like your memory card was 8 MB, and that was enough.
Yeah. Yeah, you could get like third party ones, which are like 32 MB.
But you're never gonna fill up that much space, you know?
No. I remember having like the 1 MB ones on the PlayStation 1 and having to delete saves and buying multiple cards and swapping them over. And,
I think I have 3 cards from a PlayStation 2.
I assume you can actually still buy the PlayStation 2 memory cards on Amazon.
Still have an extension somewhere which can you can use your PlayStation 2 memory cards on a PlayStation 3.
Oh, okay.
Which for some reason I think, why the hell would you do that? Because those games are big, but you could use it to not have to locally save your PlayStation 2, I think, or
Right.
use your old memory cards. Don't have to start over on PlayStation 2.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I still have that around somewhere, but I think it's third party.
Yeah, probably. I can't recall an official thing coming out for that.
I think I can't remember the price or anything, but I know I own one.
Right.
That's for sure. But I remember I was in like a computer store with my father when I was like 13, and we were buying something. I can't really remember what, but it wasn't USB sticks, and we were walking like past the shelves, and there were 8 gigabyte USB sticks, and he was in awe, like whoa, they have those now. He was like, and they were expensive.
Yeah.
And now eight like when I do my say I volunteer at the museum, and that woman has like a lot of USB sticks, and I need an USB stick, and I take one and it's 8 gigabytes. I'm like angry. It irritates me, but
Yeah, the thing is, so you can't really get much anything below 8 unless you go for like really cheap.
I don't think they make those no more. No, I don't think like a normal computer store sells a 512 USB stick anymore.
No. Yeah, it'd be only in a few gigs, I think.
And I mean, I remember my father being the only one in the house who like downloaded, because he didn't want my computer to get infected, which didn't really help because it did get a lot of. I
Hmm.
had a lot of viruses on my first gaming PC,
Right.
but he would download music for me. I didn't do myself.
Right. Yeah.
Then he like downloaded the new like let's say like Metallica album in like 2006, 7,
Okay.
and he would like need to use B stick like 2 times
Hmm.
because it didn't fit.
Ah. Yeah.
And that was normal back then.
Hmm. Oh,
I had an external hard drive that had to be plugged into like power.
oh yeah. I've got one. I still have one of those plugged into my computer now. It's a
I
4 terabyte. Yeah, 4 terabyte external hard drive.
That's something else. Mine was I think I think like 128 gigabytes, and it was very big, and it had to be plugged into the
Hmm.
power. And that's nothing, now.
Yeah. Yeah, I had one, but I think it stopped working, and I kind of pulled it apart to get the hard drive out of it. But yeah, I tried to copy everything over, like buy a bigger hard drive, copy it over, buy a bigger hard drive, copy it over, and just kept scaling up to the one I've got now. And it's okay. It's USB free, quite fast.
Okay.
But all my
Mine was-
video, cause I used to film a lot of video
Mhm.
on my camera, and just when I finished like editing and sort of chopping it together, I would stick it on that hard drive so it saves a bit of space.
Yeah, I have a 2 terabyte SSD external for my laptop. I use for like same thing as you did with film and stuff.
Hmm.
I have Then we have like a 2 tera hard HDD for the extra for the PlayStation.
Hmm.
I mean, I would have liked SSD, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
And I had it laying around, so I was like, let's just plug it into the PS5. And
Yeah.
this PC doesn't have an extra one. I think I have inside I have 2 tera of SSD and 5 tera HDD.
Okay.
And I think between the two, I have maybe 1 tera left.
Wow.
It's mostly music.
Yeah, I've upgraded this computer a few times. So I got what have I got? I've got a one terabyte SSD, a 1 terabyte HDD, and I've got a 3 terabyte HDD and a 4 terabyte HDD.
Nice.
So I've got the four drives, one SSD, and the other one's the HDD.
Mhm.
So I keep running out of space. I go, I need more space. Buy a new one. Copy it over.
I wonder what, like, it's 10 years ago where, like, my gaming PC, internally it had, I think it probably still had an HDD,
Hmm.
and it was 250.
Yeah.
And it was quite a lot in 2007.
Well, yeah.
I had 8 gigabytes of RAM. That was insane. Like, all my friends were jealous.
Yeah, and 8 gigabytes is the minimum now. If you get anything less than that, you're not gonna run a game.
I think phones have that now.
Yeah. Yeah. There's over any microprocessor, like a phone or like a gaming console or anything like that, like a handheld.
How weird is it that old PlayStation 2 games are now being remastered as mobile games?
Yeah.
You used to need a big machine for that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It used to have a huge thing that would sit underneath your TV to play these games, and now it runs on a tiny processor.
I wonder in like 20 years, like when maybe I have children my age. No, not now. I can't have children of my age in 20 years because I'm not 20 anymore. But you understand what I'm saying? When I have
It would be a little weird, yes.
but let's say I have a child that's like 14 in 20 years, or it's like 12 maybe. What will they use? Like, will
Yeah.
128 RAM be like the standard, or maybe
I think they will finally be able to play GTA 6.
Yeah.
it's announced?
Yeah.
And
They
Half-Life 3.
when they're younger, so they might still be able to play a copy of GTA 5 on whatever console's out at the time.
I don't think I want my young kids to play GTA 5 though, but
It depends how the way things are going. It'll probably be quite tame. It might
That's
be sort of
true.
more extreme stuff by then.
I think I was in elementary school when I first played GTA,
Hmm.
and I ended up normal.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I didn't become a criminal.
No.
Never robbed anyone. Or I never copied the behavior in GTA. So
No.
it's a thing.
I remember playing GTA 1 when I was 16. So it wasn't too far off. It's an 18 rated game. But GTA 1 was like sort of cartoony sprites looking down from the top. You think, oh, when you run over someone, it's just a little red splat on the floor.
My first was GTA 3,
Yeah,
and I did play one. Like later, I played one just to play, and it was okay. But then I just was like, it was old, in my
yeah.
opinion, a bit too. But GTA 2, I still loved. Like I could still play that because it's a certain like sci-fi-ish
Yeah.
setting. Love that.
And you had the gang warfare as well in that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I love GTA 2. And I played GTA 2 like when I already played 4. You know,
Right.
played 3.
Hmm.
And my all-time fave still is Vice City, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but Vice City is quite iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because GTA 3 was a bit clunky. It's like the first attempt at being 3D.
I didn't notice when it came out though.
Yeah, you go back and play it now and go, this is a bit.
I was 6.
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I remember hearing on the radio when the GTA 1 first came out. There's like this interview on the radio, like people saying, these games are too violent. We can't let children play these kind of things. And the violence was running over a tiny little person and just going splat. Or shooting a gun, sort of. And again, people going splat. You didn't really see any gore. It's just a little cartoon person changes into a red blob.
Yeah, but like I don't know if it's true, but I've heard like you had like that horrible shoot, like one of the first school shootings. I think it's Columbine
Oh yeah.
with 2 dudes, right?
Hmm.
It's not Elliot Rodgers. I don't know all of them, but
No.
my friend Weird likes those things, and I don't like, but you know he's very interested in them, and
Yeah.
he. But I, at least they claim that one of the inspirations for the shooting for one of them was the first Doom game, and when you see that now, it's almost comedy, you know.
Yeah, in Doom you're shooting sort of very pixelated demons of various shapes that don't even look like humans.
Yeah, but they say that back then was enough to get people into wanting to point
Yeah,
firearms, pull the
yeah.
trigger. I tried to replay the first Doom. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I picked up. I got Doom on my Switch, like the first Doom, just for a bit of fun.
Huh.
You play like about 10, 15 minutes of it. Go, okay, I'm done with this now.
Yeah. I also played like the first Wolfenstein back then.
Oh, nice.
That one. There weren't like not even real level designs in that. It was just grey walls.
Yeah, it wasn't very. It wasn't a very pretty game. There wasn't really much.
And you had
To
some
look at.
Germans, and then you had some zombies, and in the end you had like a boss with 2 big miniguns. And...
Yeah.
I'm gonna go brush my teeth pretty hard.
Okay.
I'll go be afterwards.
Yeah, I enjoyed playing Duke Nukem 3D, which was kind of like Doom, but a little bit more colourful.
I've never played a Duke Nukem game, but I found one some weeks ago in a thrift store for PC. It isn't really mint. It's a bit damaged,
Okay.
but I found it. It was like 20 cents. Like
Oh
in
wow.
this one thrift store that was very cheap. It was privately owned by some woman that just sold random crap people gave her.
Okay.
Because that's the problem with some other like thrift stores in my area now. They start to know when they have something of value, you know.
Right. Okay.
But this woman didn't know,
Hmm.
and I looked it up, and like damage, like there were some copies that looked even more damaged than mine, and I went for like 120 euros.
Oh wow.
But it's one of the first Duke Nukems, like still in the box. So
Yeah, was that the floppy disk ones? You mean, or like the CDs?
no, it was no, not DVD, like CD, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I don't think it's the very first time, but one of the first that was on CD.
Yeah. Yeah. So it would have been Duke Nukem 3D was on the first to be on CD. But yeah, that was quite a big game at the time. Yeah, 'cause the very first Duke Nukem was on the hard floppy disks.
Yeah, I used to own those.
Yeah,
Not Duke Nukems, but floppy disk.
yeah, my father actually has a copy of the first Duke Nukem on floppy disk in the box still.
That's got to be worth something.
I have to look it up. But yeah, he's got Duke Nukem 1 and Duke Nukem 2 on floppy disk and the boxes. And then he bought Duke Nukem 3D on CD, so he has that somewhere. But yeah, that was my first experience of a shooting game, that was.
I think mine was Medal of Honor.
But the cool thing with Duke Nukem 3D is it came with a level editor, like a map editor. You could make your own, so like you could design it and drop in your own like enemies and weapons, and you could even program key cards for the doors, and just design your entire custom game. Even put your own sprites, so you want to change the pictures, change the textures. You can effectively make your own mod pack very easily. And this game is sort of only just coming out on Windows 95. Or even before. I think it was before Windows 95 it came out.
Without box, I see the Duke Nukems go for about 60 euros.
Okay.
So it's worth something.
Hmm.
Definitely, it's nice.
Yeah, I spent many hours making my own mods for that. The only thing is the levels had a it was a bit buggy the way you designed it. You kind of drew it. You think like if you're planning like a building, you draw the outline from looking above the building. You kind of go, here's one room, there's another room.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of draw the squares. So you design the levels like that. So you draw a square, and then you draw another square, then you draw a door, and then the game connects the two squares together. But you couldn't overlap the rooms, so you couldn't have an upstairs or downstairs very easily. You could kind of do it, but the game sort of sometimes had an issue with two rooms existing over the top of each other. And then for a door, the door is actually just a door that lifts up, like in like a space station, where that sort of it comes to the floor and then lifts up and opens up, is basically just the ceiling meeting the floor, and then the ceiling raises up. So you have to tell it that the ceiling was at the same level as the floor, and then the ceiling moves up to a high level. Very very simple kind of designs. It's a lot of fun, but very frustrating when it didn't work.
I mean, but like, what are we talking about? Like, computers just couldn't handle any more than this, I think.
Yeah, I think it can be the way the game engine was designed wasn't too fancy. It was a very basic engine. I think it was just called the build engine, so like for building, build. You can get it. You can still run it now. There's so like if you can run Duke Nukem 3D on the modern PC, you can still run build and make levels. But yeah, the engine was very limited. But there's some clever things you could do. You can make a floor angled so that you can have like a ramp. So you can have like, I think actually in the game itself there's like an explosion or like an earthquake, and during the earthquake all the floor shifts to different angles to kind of replicate like the earth moving. So it went all spiky, but it was just changing the angle where the floor. So the floor's no longer flat; the floor's on an angle, and you can use that to make like ramps to get to special areas. And making water was quite fun as well. You'd put I think you'd make a room underneath. How do you make the water? The water is like almost like a hack to make water. So you kind of, but you had a room. That's it. You had a room near where the water is. So you had a room with the water. So the floor was the water, but then you have another room of the same size somewhere else where the water is the ceiling. So you can't see through the water. So you step onto the water floor, and it teleports you to this water ceiling room. So you kind of fall through the floor and appear out the ceiling of another room, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're kind of teleported. So as soon as you went to the surface, you would go through the ceiling and teleport through the floor of the other room to kind of make it look like you're going under the water, but you're actually just teleporting between two identical rooms.
Yeah.
So you have to set that up, and you have to link them with like a code ID. So you go, okay, this room is ID 456, so make that 456. Link the two, and then yeah, it would teleport you between the two rooms. And you just change the texture of the ceiling to look like water, and the floor to look like water.
Besides being your first shooter, is this also where your like journey in coding started?
Yeah, obviously there wasn't any code or script, but it was definitely my first game design and modding. My first coding was before Duke Nukem. It was a programming language called Basic, which is now progressed to Visual Basic. But there was like a Snake game, like a Snake you used to have on phones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a version on computer made using the basic code, and you could run the basic code files and you can play the game. I thought, okay, I like playing Snake. It's like the phones, but then I realised you could look at the codes and you could read the codes and change things. So I changed the colour of the snake. So I think somewhere in the code it says something like snake colour equals yellow. Therefore, what happens if you change it to snake colour equals red? And I played the game and the snake was red. And I go, okay, snake length equals like 4. When snake eats fruit, snake length equals length plus 1. And I'm like, okay, what happens when snake length is it plus 2? And you go, okay, I eat fruits, the snake increases by 2 blocks rather than 1 block. I go, okay, I don't necessarily understand everything in the code, but I understand changing the numbers, changing the colours. And yeah, I was able to kind of learn coding when I was like, I think I was about 9 or 10. I was kind of like able to pull the code apart and go, oh, this isn't too difficult. I can understand how this game works, but I couldn't make a game. And the same with Duke Nukem. I could understand how the levels were designed, because all the levels for the game were designed exactly the same way as you make your own levels. So you can actually open the files and see the levels. You can, oh, there's a secret area over there. When I play the game next time, I'll go to that area. Or you can see where all the hidden items are and see what they did, look at their codes and go, okay, I'll make my own level that matches their level. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And these days it's a bit harder to make mods, because there's so many things going on in the games.
Yeah. Still, people manage.
Yeah, I'm amazed at what people can do with mods. Because you have things like the original Minecraft was built on the Java language.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you know Java, you can make your own scripts for Minecraft, and you can make Minecraft do things it was never designed to do. Like there's a Pokemon mod for Minecraft where you can go around and catch Pokemon and fight them, but in Minecraft. And Minecraft was never designed for like animal fighting, but someone's made a script for it.
So you can have guns in Minecraft.
Yeah, you can have guns in Minecraft as well.
There's a whole like zombie outbreak mod.
Oh, so you can shoot zombies.
I'm gonna brush my teeth now.
Cool.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I am back, by the way.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm back. Would have said that earlier, but I had my mouth full of Coke.
Okay. Nick, so eventually we'll get you onto game coding.
Nee, ik moest gewoon iets met ze bespreken dat zij niet ook iets gaan doen, weet je. En die consequenties brengen, maar.
Code some games.
Say that again, sorry.
So I'd love to be able to code some games.
Yeah, you'll get there. We'll get you making Snake. Then you'll progress from there. I'm trying to make Snake because I'm trying to learn Unity engine. You can make mobile games in Unity. So
Yeah.
I've started a brand new project for mobile. At the moment, I have a block which will represent as a snake. Yeah, I just need to put the code in to make it work.
Yeah.
But that'll be so I think there are a lot of guides online. I've seen if you want to make a game, start by making it one of the most simplest games you remember playing as a kid. So start off making a game that already exists, because you know how that game works, you know what to expect, and you can keep trying and trying until you get the same result as what already exists.
Yeah.
And then from there you go, okay, now I want to make a game that doesn't exist, and make your own game. Yeah, I'm going to start off with Snake. That's the first game I learned what the code meant.
Yeah.
You can make Snake in a web browser using HTML5. Yeah, HTML5. So HTML you can make Snake game in now, which is crazy. So HTML5 has elements of JavaScript built into it without having to load JavaScript, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because old HTML couldn't do anything. It literally, whatever you type is what's on the screen. But the latest version of HTML5 has some things you used to have JavaScript in. now it can do everything. It can play video. You can change stuff on the page, and you can make a full interactive experience just using HTML without having to load extra code. But yeah, I've not even scratched the surface looking at that, so I'll leave the web pages for now. I'll focus on making the game for mobile. Have you ever thought about making games, Lisa, or are you happy just playing them?
I have thought about game design. So not making the game itself, but just, the character's gonna look like this, that stuff.
Okay.
I also, there is this small concert place in Amsterdam, the Melkweg.
Okay.
It's on Leidseplein. Maybe you've seen it.
I don't know, actually. I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, well, not really small, but like Lady Gaga wouldn't perform in it, but something like Bring Me the Horizon. Bring Me the Horizon maybe even too big, but like some mainstream metalcore bands, let's just say that. You know, that's not Bring Me the Horizon, but name some others and they'll perform in it. So they're not like the biggest artist, but definitely not the smallest.
Yeah.
And we had to do a project for school for that concert hall.
Oh, cool.
And which had to be in like something VR. So I did try with making some things with Blender.
Oh, yeah.
But I decided to do it at the not really the very last minute, but learning yourself how to work with Blender, you need more than just 1 week. I've noticed. But then I also tried Unreal Engine, but I was like, if I don't get Blender, I'm probably Unreal Engine is probably going to be a little bit better, user friendly, but still, it's not going to work.
No, it seems to be all these things that seem to have a lot to learn before you can even make anything too basic. But yeah, Blender.
Yeah.
With Blender, a friend of mine and Nix's, who actually, when you watch my stream, when I change scenes, you got all those bricks fall from the top and build a wall.
Did you make those in Blender?
Yeah, our friend made that in Blender.
Oh, nice.
As I said to him, so would you be able to like make like an animation of like bricks building up and then falling down? He goes, oh yeah, I'll give that a go. So he made that in Blender, but that's only after several, probably about 2 or 3 months of learning Blender.
Yeah, exactly.
He
like
managed
it's
to get to that
definitely
stage.
interesting to learn someday, but you can't learn it in a week. That's for sure.
You might be able to make some basic shapes and stuff, but you won't be able to get create what you wanted to make, I suppose, until you really learn all the details.
Yeah, so then I decided, okay, I'm just gonna draw 2D, or 3D, and then I'm gonna video edit as if you're like in the room.
Oh, cool.
And it did work out pretty well, so I'm glad I got a good grade.
Nice.
So I'm glad I the video editing.
Yeah, my extent of being able to do animation is just through video editing. Like when my starting soon screen is, I made that in Adobe Premiere. I just got a picture of the words starting soon, and just told the video editor to move it across the screen, and then got another picture of please stand by and moved that across the screen, and then outputted the video, converted it to a GIF, and that's just loaded into my OBS. So
yeah, I did a lot of animating as well, just so you get the full experience, and I could really show like, okay, this is my concept for the company. this is how I want it, you know, and here's some things so you can really know what I mean, because writing can only do so much and
Yeah.
pictures can only do so much, you know.
Yeah. Oh, cool. You think you would pick up Blender again?
Yeah, definitely. It's really interesting. I'll do it when I have, of course, more time, but I do want to learn how to use Blender.
Welcome back, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Uh, but you wanted to make a game, right, Paul?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really curious about that.
Yeah, saying well, the first thing I'm going to try and make is Snake. 'Cause as I said, tried the first code I've ever saw was from Snake. So if I can make Snake in Unity, because I can make mobile games with Unity. If I can make a Snake game, I go, okay, that's my first game out the way. It's not very good, but I've ticked the box, made a game, and now I'll move on from there.
Want something with a story, right?
Yeah, eventually I'd like to make something that you can sort of enjoy the experience of, and not just like an arcade where you just open the game, click a few things, and repeat.
Wil je hakken?
What?
Spreek dus.
Heb je video?
Ja.
Oh.
Hey Iris, how's it going? Stream is getting slow. It's getting slow. Oh, okay.
3, 2,
Was it a bit stuttery?
wacht.
Oh, my stream is getting slow on Glimish.
3, 2, 1.
I've been telling you that.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Fish.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Fish.
3, 2, 1.
Just ignore Lisa's count.
Ja. 3, 2, 1.
Counting in Dutch.
Okay. Also.
2, 1. Yeah, it says literally 3, 2, 1.
Nice.
3, 2, 1.
Ah.
That was 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
What do you have in mind? Like Stardew style or?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, probably a very similar
3, 2, 1.
arts. Not necessarily, well, not necessarily the art style, but definitely the gameplay style.
3, 2, 1.
So it might be more 3D looking rather than like the old pixel.
3, 2, 1.
So I think that'd be easier to create the textures, because there's a lot of work that goes into creating pixel art. To get like a rock looking like a rock with a few pixels takes a lot of skill.
3, 2, 1.
Like the shading on a tree, for instance.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Stop hier 15 in. Telt. Yeah, well, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I think so. If you look at any of the things around Stardew, you think, well, how would you go about making something that was convincingly looking like a bush or a rock, or so there's a lot of detail, but with not many pixels to work with. It must be sort of. I do admire any artists that can do pixel art, because otherwise, yeah, you just throw all this detail in to kind of convince the person looking at it, but when you're limited on your canvas size, how do you even do that?
No one's taking me to see the shadow person that lives in the sewer.
Sorry? Shadow person?
That lives in the sewer.
Okay.
Kroop.
Yeah, as far as my Glimmer stream, I did mention, not sure if you're here, Jeffrey, or not.
Eh?
My Glimish stream is running off my laptop, my DJ laptop.
Uh-huh.
So I decided, okay, I'll stream to Glimish separately, like I used to with FTL. So it should be a lot quicker, without any stuttering.
Yeah, I'm not. I have your stream open, I think, but I'm not watching because I need to
Yeah,
lead my own.
of course.
Not that there's much happening.
Yeah, I thought rather than trying to sort the issue right now, I will eventually try and fix it so I can stream either way.
Yeah. Do we already decide on the setting, sci-fi,
Um,
and
Probably gonna be fantasy. I'm not sure if there'll be sci-fi elements or not.
no?
But I'm kind of heavily inspired by obviously things like Stardew or Pokemon or what else? Zelda. Kind of, like in a game, you can go off and have an adventure, but it's kind of this kind of view to it. So it's not like a full 3D, but you kind of get the elements of 3D without being able to move the camera around. I think that'll just simplify things.
Like Final Fantasy 7 till 9, or even like with letter.
Yeah, probably like a little bit like Final Fantasy and 7.
So, but like no sprites.
Yeah, no sprites. Just all the objects are 3D, but they're seen from this angle, as you are in Stardew.
Yeah. Do you want to make those in Blender or whatever?
Yeah, you can either make them in Blender or try making them in Unity, but making them in Blender would be easier, from what I can gather. Because I know if you make it in Blender, you can export the object into Unity and use it that way. Likewise, if you're using the Unreal Engine, you can export Blender objects into Unreal Engine.
Yeah, I know. I tried messing around in Unreal Engine some time ago, but it was that difficult in my opinion to make some small things. It was quite fun, but my main problem was that it took up a lot of space on the SSD, and it was too slow on the HDD.
Right.
It was like 90 gig or something, which is like 110. And
Oh,
I
wow.
played it like once or twice a month, so it just wasn't worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try and learn Blender at some point to get an idea on making 3D shapes. But I think until then I'll have some very basic shapes to work with, like squares and circles, and go, okay, this square is a character. So, and just work with that for now.
Yeah. Yeah, and you wanted help with story writing and world building, right?
Yeah, once I can get the game mechanics down, okay, this is how the character's going to move, this is how they fight, and okay, now I need to make the world sort of alive, and yeah, we can sort of think story then. Yeah, writing stories isn't my strong point, but I definitely know how a game works, so I can do that part.
I think it started when I first read Lord of the Rings that I got obsessed with things that more than just one story, but there's a world written around it.
Hmm.
You know, like
Yeah.
world universe. Things like Star Wars, Harry Potter too. That there's more to the world than just the main storyline. There's a whole history and
Yeah, it's not just the characters you're following, there's a whole lot of stuff going
flora,
on.
fauna. Those are English words, right? Too.
Say that again, sorry?
Flora and fauna.
Yes. I think I laid that in.
Yeah, but they're used in English. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we've referred to the Latin uh, words.
Yeah, yeah, same. I
Yeah,
think Star Trek has it too, but I never watched Star Trek.
hmm.
I would like to, but it's big, there's a lot.
Yeah, and there's a lot going on. Yeah, I think that's sort of what makes a fantasy world sort of seem more alive is when you have so many sort of stories and so much information about the world, not just this character exists in this world and this is what happens. You go, well, what about the world itself?
Yeah, that's something I think that's too. I mean, maybe deliberate because he wants to keep some secrets for his next games. But there's some talk about the outside world in Stardew, and there's a big war going on, even, which you do not notice in this peaceful town.
Yeah,
There's some talk about some very big things in the world and some background stories, but it, it's all a bit just like teasers, not much.
yeah,
I think that's sad because the small things we get from the background, if they're interesting.
yeah. Yeah, there's theories about at the first Pokemon games about a war. Because it's mentioned, like a couple of the characters mention about an old war, and you don't see very. There isn't very many old male characters in the first Pokemon game. There's a lot of women, but there's not very many. And so there's hints of that a war has happened, but it doesn't really focus on it. It's like, well, forget about that. Just go on an adventure, collect these animals, make them fight. But then you realise, hang on, there's a few things here that don't seem to line up. Like where all the men disappeared to? Sort of, why is one of the only men's that's still around sort of businessmen or sort of people that had other jobs?
I've played this one visual novel,
Hmm.
which I can't really promote on stream
Right.
because of some content.
Ah, yeah.
But there's it's only populated by females too, and there's one male, and which is you, the protagonist.
Right.
And that's explained too because there's a big war going on in space, and other males are drafted into going there. But because you're a teacher, and there's a shortage of teachers, that you were like skipped in the draft because people
Okay.
still need education. And
Yeah.
then you're the only male in the whole town.
Yeah.
Which of course makes the main objective of the game easier.
Hmm. That's cool. It's interesting when you got that kind of that rich sort of backstory that goes on. It doesn't necessarily make the game sort of exist more so for you to play, but sort of it makes it feel like you're more part of that world, I suppose.
Yeah.
So even like with Stardew, there's you got the basic premise that you're on a farm, you have to look after the farm. But then there's like other things like what's the reason for it? Where's everyone else? What's going on? And it just gives you enough story to know there's bigger things.
Ik leen het hout van jou voor een koop.
Oh.
Dan krijg je het terug. Maar ik zeg 200 terug.
Aye.
Maar
Do you like my hat?
Yeah,
Ga je
very
weer...
nice.
ja,
Ja, ik overwoog er ook een te doen.
voor wat?
Een koek.
Heb jij de laatste koep nog niet?
Nee.
Maar jij hebt 1000 hout, meer dan 1000 hout. Dus ik weet, hoeveel is het? 550 toch?
Dacht ik wel.
Is that a dustbin lid?
Yes.
Sorry about die...
How did you get dustbin lid?
I just opened the bin and the dustbin lid just flew off and gave me
Oh, okay. Is that supposed to happen?
What is?
Nix has a dustbin lid on her head.
A what?
Trash can
Oh.
lid.
Ja.
Oh yes, that's very rare, but it can happen.
Okay.
You can take it off if you want. Jij moet er nog... Ik heb geen bijl meer, dus je moet even 3 bijhakken onderweg.
Oh. Ik weet ook niet of ik genoeg steen heb hoor.
Oh fuck. Dat mag je weer van mij pakken.
Even kijken.
Sorry about the Dutch. We're discussing plans to build things in the game.
Okay.
It still feels very unnatural to... Je mag 366 steen van mij pakken.
Hoeveel heb je nodig denk je? Ik heb 340.
Weet ik niet, pak het. Dan ruilen we wel gewoon het houten stenen. Zo.
Mhm. Welke kist?
Zwart. Ja, weer 200 stone.
Oh.
Of je mag maar een steen hebben dan. Not out. If you buy a upgrades can only be 1 in 3 days, you know,
Right.
because you need 3 days. But when you do buy them at the same time with a friend, you will build them at the same time. It's a bug, but
Okay.
little bit of bug exploit here and there. That's
Right.
okay.
Oké. 3, 2, 1.
Like, now we both have some.
Hmm.
We'll get an upgrade. Like, would you like stereotypical fantasy with orcs and elves, or
I don't know, maybe I'd like to have a newer kind of sort of being, sort of. So I feel like typical fantasy is a little bit overdone. Like sort of people know orcs, and it's very hard to make them anything new because people already know what an orc is. I'll probably come up with a try and come up with a new kind of race of beings.
Yeah.
Similar kind of idea, maybe like a brutish race that you could probably call an orc, but maybe not necessarily orcs. I suppose similar to like, have you ever played Mass Effect?
Yes.
Yeah, probably something like that. You have all these different races, and they're kind of human-like, but they've got their own quirks.
Yeah, or Star Wars. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it'd be interesting to create races, like brand new races.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm still a bit in between with my comic thing and how much I want to keep it realistic.
Yeah.
Like it's still not realistic in the fact that it's not real. It still is like it's like science fiction, but very like near our technology. So
Yeah.
a bit like cyberpunk, you know. It's newer and stuff, but it's not Star Wars.
Yeah, it's a not too distant future.
Yeah. But sometimes I'm thinking about like powers or magic like things or other races or maybe aliens, but so far I haven't decided if it fits.
Yeah, I suppose that's gonna be a tough decision in the story writing. That how do characters stand out? Do they have the advantage because of magic? Do they have a magic advantage because of their technology? What makes them special?
I haven't decided yet what I want with it. Because in my first version I wrote 10 years ago, outline, and in my the novel version I started some like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
There's no magic or superpowers or Marvel DC kind of powers anywhere. It's just humans with guns.
Yeah.
And they're more modern. They're more like cyberpunk, but it's not. There's no weird thing. I mean, no supernatural. And sometimes I'm like, maybe I should, but the thing is, you can't really reverse that decision.
No.
You can't say next chapter like, yeah, we're not going to do that anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of it has to be a fundamental part of the story then, I suppose. Because everything hinges around the fact they have this technology. Like if they get into a situation where the technology would have helped them and you don't use it, you go, well, why didn't they use the technology? What reason can you come up with to mean they had to do something else? So you see a lot of like sci-fi stories where there's like plot holes. So you think, well, hang on, they had this really powerful technology that would have fixed them or saved them, but why didn't they use it? I know they covered that kind of stuff in like Doctor Who. Because there's this. I'm not sure if you've seen much Doctor Who, but they have the sonic screwdriver, which the Doctor carries, and that seems to be the get out of jail card. It's kind of like, well, the sonic screwdriver can fix anything.
Yeah.
But they built in to the story that one thing the sonic screwdriver can't do is open locked wooden doors. So it can open a sci-fi door, it can disable control panels, it can reactivate technology, but it can't open a wooden door because it's too old technology. And that means the Doctor can be locked inside a room and can't escape even with the sonic screwdriver because the door is made of wood. It seems it's like a silly thing they put in there, but they've kept it going just for the fans. They go, well, the doctor could never escape from a wooden door, so that's it. That's kind of built into the law now.
Sure.
And one of the more recent episodes, I say recent, the last few series, because the law was came about like really the really old series. The more recent series, they're in a situation, can't get out. It's a wooden door. To find that the door could be opened from the outside very easily. So they kind of made a joke out of the law and go, well, yeah, it's kind of a ridiculous law that it can't be used in this situation, but they have to run with it because they already established it in the previous series. But yeah, it's kind of those little plot points you have to keep throughout the whole story, otherwise people go, that doesn't make sense anymore.
I've never seen a Doctor Who episode in my life. It's the same thing with Star Trek. I think it's something I would be interested in because, the way it's written and built, it's very nice. But it's so there's a lot out already. So
yeah, there's certain fundamental things. Once you know those, you can enjoy it. But yeah, they still put a lot of stuff into the episodes that, unless you knew how the Doctor works and what they can do, it doesn't make sense.
it's a bit intimidating to get into a fandom that's already, is older than my parents, I think.
Yeah, I think because when they rebooted the kind of the story as such, they brought it back because it finished in the 1980s. The old Doctor Who finished in the 1980s, and they brought it back in 2000s. So there's like a 20-year gap. So the first season back, they kind of had to re-establish for the new fans and go, okay, these are people that have never seen it before. We need to kind of build up the story again, so people know the characters and what they can do, and kind of almost explain to the audience for those who've not seen it before, but then make references for the ones that have seen it.
Have you seen the older seasons?
Yeah, I've seen episodes. I haven't watched the entire seasons all the way through. But when I was younger, I watched the excuse me. Watched the last season before it stopped. Because I was kind of born when the last sort of just in time to watch the last season. But I was obviously too young to watch the other seasons at the time. But I've seen a few of the old episodes since. The unfortunate thing is they lost the first season. The BBC lost the first season because they didn't think it was that special. There's only one season. It's a sci-fi show. People don't really watch sci-fi. So they recorded over the tapes. So they just recorded a new program over it instead and lost it.
It's a bit
And I think, no, it's iconic. It's like this big thing. Go, we should have kept those. But the episodes they still have are because people illegally copied them.
Yeah.
And because of that, they actually still have some episodes. It's quite cool.
Yeah, I think it's the same with some like movies. There are some lost movies which.
I think Toy Story was. Was it Toy Story 2? I think an employee made a copy to take home to work on it, and the main copy at the office got deleted. So that employee wasn't supposed to copy. You're not supposed to copy any of the film work, obviously in case it gets leaked. But because they did and took it home to work on it, they managed to save the movie. So that was quite fortunate, and they must have let off the employee and go, well, because you did that, you saved it also. We'll overlook the fact you took a copy and you shouldn't have.
Yeah. And like I think movies made like in the 20s, 30s, there are some that are just lost, you know.
Hmm.
I think that this old silent horror movies got London After Midnight. There's no copy left.
Hmm.
There's, there are more like movies that are lost, were lost. Then they found someone's grandpa's, you know, taped it once in the 50s or whatever. I don't think that tape wasn't a thing back then yet, but
No.
somehow managed to get a copy, and it was on the
Yeah.
somewhere in the attic. But they said they restored it because the tape degraded a bit.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one, but there are some films that were like saved like that.
Yeah. Yes, it's amazing that some of those managed to be preserved because of things that they recommend you don't do or they don't like you doing.
Ja. Heb jij een dino-ei over?
Ik heb hem net gedaan.
You don't have your own bin yet?
I have a small bin. I don't have a big bin. I filled my small bin.
You should get a big one. It's 500, I think. It's not much.
Okay.
250.
250 even.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'll go and get one.
Yeah, you have to wait until our chicken coops are done
Nice.
to get one from Robin. Hey, you haven't watered yet.
Oh no. Oh, I got a new watering can. I can try it out.
No, the gold one does this. See, big square.
Oh yes. Ah.
And the iridium one does like a giant square, but out of water. You also still have the first house.
Yeah, I've not got upgraded my house at all.
You get a sink in it, so
Ah, cool. All good. Thank you.
no problem. Now your plants won't die. I haven't played Mass Effect in a while, I think.
Hmm. I've not played its. I didn't play the latest one. I played bits of the other ones.
I think I only played the first.
Hmm.
Or maybe the second or maybe 1 and 2, and then a bit of. I either did only 1 and then the first part of 2, or 1 and 2 and the first part of 3. I mean, because
Right.
there's one I played in which you like crash on a planet, like it starts with that, and I
Okay.
haven't played much. But not with your ship. You fall out of your ship and you crash with your like only protected by a spacesuit on a planet.
Right. Yeah.
Fight some enemies, and then I stopped playing.
Oh. Yeah, I want to go back and play through them. I think they're remastering it. I think they're coming out with a new version.
It's the same people as Dragon Age, right?
Yes. BioWare.
Yeah. Yeah, I like those too. At least I like 1 a lot.
Hmm. Yeah, I've never actually played Dragon Age. I wanted to. It's on my list of games to play at some stage and never did.
It's nice. I have them for PlayStation 3.
Ah.
Maybe 1 for 4. Have you played Dragon's Dogma?
No.
It's some whole other company. It's Japanese.
Oh, okay.
I really like it.
Hmm.
Like, you ever played Monster Hunter?
Yes.
It's a bit of the same mechanics. You got to
Okay.
climb on, like, the combat is a bit of the same mechanics.
Hmm.
You know, there's weak points, and otherwise you will barely do damage, etc.
Right.
Like an open world RPG. It's one of the best stories I've played in.
Okay.
I think forever. It's I think it's from 2012 or 13.
Right.
And I played it on PS3 and I loved it. And then they like did like an HD remaster for PS4, and I immediately bought it, even though I've already played like 20 times.
Yeah.
I can literally play like the main story of the game at a lot of times in one day. I could like, because it's made in a way that the end of the game is literally it's all about, the whole game is about time and like the loop of time.
Right.
And without giving too much of a spoiler, there's something about like the beginning of the game is connected. It isn't the end. It's not like a perfect circle, but it's connected.
Right. Yeah.
So it explains. Like they made it in a way that it feels natural to replay the story.
Gotcha. Okay.
Basically, the story itself is at least 2 times. You at least got to play it 2 times on the same save.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's definitely important, and I did 50 times, I guess.
Hmm.
I really love it.
Cool. Yeah, I like games like that. So you instantly want to play it again. If you get to the end and go, "Ah, that's it. I'm done with that. Move on to something else."
Well,
I
it
find
has like. Sorry?
yeah, like I say, I find so a lot of games these days they try and put a bit too much content, but not enough to kind of keep you interested.
Yeah. It also has like a very like interesting way of multiplayer. It doesn't have like real multiplayer, so we couldn't play together.
Right.
But you make 2 characters in the game, your main and a pawn, they call it.
Right.
And the pawn learns.
Okay.
So it's like an AI that learns how to fight enemies better and learns like the way around the open world, etc. And you can make a party of 4, but you can only make 2 characters yourself. And the other 2 you like borrow from other players.
Right.
So I
Okay.
could borrow your pawn, etc.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And then when you log in again, your pawn would have to do some quest with me, and the pawn would keep that information.
Okay.
And you would try that quest for the first time, and your pawn could like guide you and tell you about it,
Oh,
what to do and how to tackle the problem.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I like games where even if they're not directly multiplayer, allow you to interact with other players' elements.
Yeah.
So one thing I found interesting for kind of like AI with sort of adding other players into stuff is it the Forza racing games on the Xbox? They have something called a drivatar, or like sort of like a driving avatar. And it kind of learns your style of racing and will put an AI version of you in your friends' games. So when they're racing in their games, a version of you appears and races against them, and they drive just like you drive.
Yeah.
Which is quite cool. That it kind of learns your style of driving, your style of racing, whether you're aggressive, whether you sort of more kind of you stick to lines, or whether you're a bit more reckless.
No.
And yeah, that an AI version of you appears in your friends' games.
Do we want to do one more day? Quit.
Yeah, one more day.
One more day, yeah,
Go.
yeah.
And you can give each other gifts, etc. Like you borrowed my pawn, for example.
Hmm.
You can give compliments like how good, well trained my pawn was, and
Oh,
how much of use you had
hmm.
of it, and kind of stuff.
Cool.
And give gifts, give him new armor. You can't take the armor I put on my pawn, but you can like, put new ones, better ones.
Right.
You can even rate appearance, like someone managed to what's character creation. If someone managed to make a very cute girl pawn, you can give that a rating,
Oh,
5 out of 5. It's literally one of my favorite games. I have like 3 copies,
hmm. Oh wow.
like 2 for PlayStation 3. Like they have like a normal one,
Yeah.
and then they had like I have the EU version, I have the Japanese version, and I have the EU version for PS4.
Okay. Yeah, I've got one or two games like that where I've just kind of rebought the game a few times. It's
Yeah,
mainly kind of the older games where it's like, oh, I enjoy playing it, but rather than getting out the old version, I just rebuy it again.
yeah, with the most GTAs I have that.
Yeah, I've got GTA 5. I've got the I've got Xbox 360 version, the Xbox One. I've got 2 copies on PC, and I think I've got a copy on the PlayStation 4 as well now.
Yeah, that's more than I have. I have PlayStation 3. Then I got one for the PS4 from a friend as a gift.
Hmm.
I didn't buy that one, and then some months ago I bought it for PC again because it was €7 on sale. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna play that again.
Yeah, the copy for PlayStation 4 came with the PlayStation 4, and I bought it off someone. So it's like all second hand. I've got a load of Call of Duty games, and GTA 5. And, got another copy.
Yeah. That's,
Hmm.
I still play it at least once a week. Have you played like GTA Online in like the casino and stuff?
Yeah.
And so you know, in the casino you can like have like this wheel of fortune.
Yeah. I've spin the wheel of fortune a few times.
Yeah, I have this system, and with like the best one is a very expensive car, you get a new car every week,
Yeah.
but it's a 1 in 20 chance, of course.
Okay.
I have this system that I always get the car.
Oh. Okay.
So at least once a week I spin for the new car
Hmm.
because there's a certain timer on how long you wait before you spin.
Right.
Like you press like yes I want to spin, then you grab it, and then you press again to spin.
Right.
And um, like how hard where it lands, it's not random. It's like determined by how long you wait.
Okay.
And there's like something like 3.9 seconds to get the car.
Okay.
And then Lisa helps me with stopwatch, and or sometimes I do it on my own.
Hmm.
You just do the stopwatch, you turn the wheel, and when you do it in the right time, you will get the car.
Oh. Okay.
And with all these years, it became muscle memory.
Hmm.
Always get the car.
That's cool.
And I always immediately see when the wheel will not get the car.
Hmm.
And so I control alt delete and close the game
Right.
before it saves. So I
Okay.
always get the car, always.
Clever.
Most of the time, they're very nice cars, like worth millions in the game. So it
Hmm.
saves a lot.
Yeah. I've seen. I've gone in. I've never won the car. I don't think I've won the car.
Won it once.
Won it once. Yeah. I used to go in like every week and spin. I'm not. I don't get anything from this. Do you reckon is that still the case? Is still got that timed
Did
time
it this
spin?
week.
Okay.
I did yesterday. This week it was like just some SUV. It's $800,000 in the game, but I like it more when it's a flashy sports car.
Hmm. Yeah, I might have to give that a go. Yeah, how long did you say? Like 3.5 you say?
They are 3.9.
Oh,
It
3.9.
it feels like they change the amount of time every couple of weeks.
Right.
But there's this dude on YouTube that literally makes videos with a timer where he shows you the car of this week with what timer.
Okay.
Then he films his controller and how you can literally pinpoint the second he pushes it down.
Hmm.
And then when you, let's say you have it on PlayStation, you do, or Xbox, you just close the game, it's very easy.
Yeah.
And on PC, you just, task manager and then close application.
Right.
I'll tap real fast.
Hmm.
Then you have it every week. Like now I have this habit of making a screenshot of every GTA
Hmm.
vehicle I own. Let me check. And on this account, and this is my second account I made like 1 month, now 3 or 4 months ago.
Right.
I now have 60 cars, and 90% of those are from, no, not but at least half of them are from the casino.
Oh wow.
No, that's not true. I mean, I've been playing again for 4 months, so 4 times 6. For the last 16 weeks, I got every car ever. On PlayStation, I got every car since, um, I think, I don't know, 2013.
Yeah. Oh wow.
But yeah, and there's like a limit to how many garages you can buy. And
Right. Yeah.
I quit playing, and then I wanted to play again with Umit, and I was like, He was like, let's just do PC because it's more fun for him if I have to start over again too, instead of me just owning a few.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
He's a nice guy.
I should really at least log into GTA because I get the Twitch Prime bonus for logging in.
125k, no?
Yeah.
I mean, I like the Gaio Perico heist. You can solo it. I've done it so many times. I can do the whole heist in 10 minutes,
Oh wow.
and it nets about 2 million. So
Hmm.
that's how I get most of my money, and I spend it. Yeah. If you want to do GTA sometime,
Cool. Okay.
maybe do a GTA stream.
Hmm. Yeah, it's been so long since I even loaded the game up.
Yeah. But I need to let my cat out.
Okay. Definitely getting better at making these catching these fish now.
Yeah, it's a lot of practice, but it also gets easier. And also, with you notice it with hard fish, when you've got one of each kind, they also get easier to catch.
Okay. Hey,
Like
Banjax,
with
how's it going, dude? Yeah.
easy fish, you barely notice, but with hard fish, you'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I did have one fish that was very hard to catch, but every other fish has been really easy now.
Yeah, are you fishing in the rivers?
Yeah, I was fishing in the rivers around the town.
Yes, during rain you can catch catfish, and those are hard.
Okay.
Very hard.
How's it going, Banjax? Good to see you, dude. How's the stream looking on Glimish at the moment? This is the first time of looking good. Awesome. First time I'm streaming to Glimish from my laptop. So my laptop is over there. Smooth and in time. Awesome. Yeah, my laptop's over there. I normally DJ from the laptop, but I'm sending my my OBS. Oh wait. Slight delay with audio, so like sort of. It's not quite lining up. About a second. Oh, okay. I'll have to look at that. Yeah, because I'm sending sending the output from my OBS to the OBS on my laptop. So I'm kind of passing it out. So maybe the audio is not quite getting to the laptop in the same timely manner. I'll check that out. I can test that without streaming because I'm just sending it across my network. Trying to remain game form. Yeah, because I could run 2 lots of OBS on this computer, but I want to try and pass it out. Because I can only run 1 instance of OBS Studio comfortably, so I have to run OBS Studio and Streamlabs OBS. No, I'd rather not run Streamlabs OBS. So I'm thinking if I can do it with my laptop, but I've got a spare desktop, like an old gaming PC. That's because I wanted to use FTL again, because you can't multi-stream to FTL, and multi-stream to FTL you have to have an OBS that's on FTL and an OBS that's on RMTP. So you kind of have 2 different protocols running at the same time. I could stream to Glimish using RMTP, but there's a bit of a delay. Yeah, it's a bit quiet down the bottom there. It's only really the bot that's been talking. But yeah, every other website I stream to is obviously RMTP. Glimish has the option. It's been finicky as far as I know. Yeah, it did go stable because I was on the testing program, helping them out, and it seemed to be stable. But the past couple of weeks, it seemed a bit iffy. So far, okay, I'll go back to FTL, but it means to OBS again. Anyways, yeah, I'll dig out the old gaming piece. Care to join an epic tourney of Glimish streamers? Ooh, all it needs is a form. What's a tourney for? What's what we're doing?
It was the last day, right?
That was the last day, yeah. What's Banjax in my chat?
Oh, hello.
Talking about a tourney of Glimish streamers.
What game?
Yeah, what's we looking to do, Banjax? Swap over to full screen. Ooh. Let's come out of Stardew. Or we got to pit each other against others in kind of some sort of... going to do an event where I use AI to narrate a silly series of head-to-head battles between streamers. Okay. So are the streamers directly involved? Oh, okay, no, it's a representation of the streamer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm quite happy for you to use my likeness and information. Go ahead. We sort of want me to fill out a form. Is there a link? Yeah, participate filling out a form, and that's it. Yeah, send it over. We'll either drop a link to the chat. I think the links are allowed in my chat. If not, you can send a message on to my Discord or on my Twitter. Whatever's Hey Amy, welcome back. Yo yo yo. Just caught us at the end. Or yeah, you can tell me where to find the form. I will certainly fill it out. I'm up for that kind of stuff. Pass it on to Cole if you can. Of course.
Yeah, I'm reading.
Yeah.
I'm reading the chat.
You're reading the chat as well. Cool. Yeah, let's go through Banjax. Sounds like fun.
I'm gonna go. I gotta get up early tomorrow.
Ooh. Okay, Lisa, thank you for joining us. It's been fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you for the games and have a good night.
Yeah, good night, Lisa. Speak soon.
Bye.
Yeah, I'll be going soon too.
Okay. Yeah, if once I got the form, I can pass that. I'll drop it in my Discord and let you know.
What is your shirt? It looks Japanese or Chinese.
Okay. DM'd it to you. Awesome. Oh yes, I can see. Messages. Yeah, I don't want to look at messages. Except the DM. There you are. Google Forms. Cool. I'll fill that out and I'll pass it on to Colt. Thank you for that, Vanjax. Yeah, you have to let us know when you run it. Feel free to spread it. I will indeed. I know a couple of people on Glimish, so I'll spread it around. Well, we've come to the end of the stream. We get all the awesome people at the end. No more Twitter. I don't blame you. I have a Twitter literally just to watch the dumpster fire.
Yeah, I haven't been on Twitter in a while. And a while, I mean, years.
Yeah,
But
I've removed the icon from my phone. I've still got Twitter on my phone, but it's like it takes away the temptation of just clicking on it and just to see nonsense. Yeah, word of mouth is the way. It's the best way. But yeah, how are you both, anyways? I'm pretty good.
I'm good too.
Yeah, good. So I'm in better health. I had a bad back for the past couple of weeks, but it's no longer in pain, which is good.
Sure.
So I'm happy about that. You doing good, Banjack? It's good to always see you. I always appreciate seeing your name pop up in my chat. But alas, it's the end of the stream. It's time to get some rest. Sorry, Mr. Rest. That's okay, dude. It's okay. I tend to miss everyone's stream, so I can't judge anyone.
Same.
Yeah, I only barely watch Jeffrey's stream. Fair. Yeah, I've hardly any time to. The most I can open up your stream and look. It's about the most I can offer anyone these days. Ding. We'll catch you next time, hopefully.
It's Bing.
Bing. Microsoft Bing.
Oh, Bing.
Oh, ding. Ah, ping. Ah, clicking your bells. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I need to do that more often. Ring people's bells. Yeah, maybe should put a command for ding. Just have like the bot respond with ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Bong needs to
Pong.
go to Ping.
History will remember your contribution to this.
Hey Jack, thank you for liking the stream. Better late than never. Right, I'm going to wrap the stream up because I'm sure you need to get up in the morning, Jeffrey. Something or other. Lots of the other guys. Oh, thank you. We'll see you again soon, Banjax. Take care. Thank you. Thank you everyone else that's joined us. Thank you, Jeffrey, for joining today. Thank you for the game of Stardew. Lots of fun.
Good night.
Good night. I'll speak to you soon.
Good night, next.
Night.
See you all Friday.
Yes. See you Friday. Next stream.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for joining us, Nix. Always have fun playing with you.
Thank you. I shall speak to you very soon.
Yes. Speak to you in a few minutes.
Yes.
Okay. Bye.
Right. Bye.
Right. Thank you everyone else for your likes and follows and so forth. Thank you for joining us today. So we try and do Stardew Valley every Wednesday, 8 PM British. So with Kortika Komori, Nisaurus Rex, and Nix's Crafts. So from varying sites, you obviously know Kortika Komori and Nisaurus Rex from Glimish, and Nix's Crafts from YouTube. Where's my buttons? I have buttons. There's Kortika Komori, Nisaurus Rex, and Nix's Crafts. So I play Stardew with those three every Wednesday. If you enjoy hearing their voices and would like to potentially see their faces at some point, make sure you give them a follow. Yeah, and catch up with them as well. I will be back on Friday for a DJ stream. Hope to see you there. Enjoy your week. Have a good night. See you soon. Good night.